Imagine this. Tonight you go to sleep, and when the sun rises the next morning, humans are gone. Not slowly, not through disaster or war. Instantly. No people in cities, no villages, no highways, no flights in the sky. Human civilization disappears in a single moment. This is not just science fiction curiosity. Scientists, ecologists, and urban planners have seriously studied this scenario because it reveals one uncomfortable truth: how deeply humans have altered the planet. This story begins not with destruction, but with silence. Machines keep running, power plants stay, active animals move freely, and nature, after centuries of pressure, finally takes a deep breath. In the first 24 hours, the biggest question is control. What happens to systems that depended entirely on humans? Nuclear power plants become the most critical concern. Most modern reactors automatically shut down if operators do not respond. Cooling systems continue running for hours or even days using backup generators. Where those generators fail, overheating occurs. Some reactors may partially melt down, similar to Chernobyl or Fukushima, but this contamination remains localized. The planet does not turn into a nuclear wasteland like in movies. Cities experience chaos without witnesses. Traffic lights blink endlessly. Trains stop mid-track. Airplanes fly on autopilot until fuel runs out, and they crash into empty land or oceans. These crashes look dramatic, but with no humans present, casualties are zero. The strangest change is sound. Cities that never slept become unnervingly quiet. Wind replaces engines. Alarms echo until batteries die. Dogs bark, confused, sensing that something fundamental has broken. Animals react immediately. Pets trapped indoors face starvation within days, but those that escape adapt quickly. Zoos remain locked, yet without food supply, and maintenance cages eventually fail. Wild animals begin entering cities without fear. No traffic, no noise, no humans. The first day is not the end of the world. It is confusion. The real transformation begins once the clock moves beyond those first 24 hours. Within a week, Earth enters a transition phase. Power grids collapse because electricity depends on constant human management. Coal and gas plants shut down as fuel supply stops. Hydroelectric dams continue running for months because water keeps flowing, but without maintenance, turbines fail and gates weaken. In some regions, dams eventually collapse, causing massive flooding. Underground spaces like subways, tunnels, and basements slowly fill with water, turning modern infrastructure into hidden lakes. Within a month, the most visible change appears at night. From space, Earth no longer glows. One city after another goes dark. This is more than a visual shift. It marks the end of human dominance. Buildings lose climate control. Moisture builds up inside apartments and offices. Mold spreads across walls. Fungi thrive. Wooden structures rot quickly. Concrete begins to crack as water freezes and expands inside it. Grass pushes through road cracks. At first it seems insignificant, but this is how nature works. Slow and unstoppable. Within a year, many roads become barely recognizable. Cities built of steel and concrete appear strong, but without constant repairs, they are fragile. Maintenance was always the invisible force holding civilization together. For animals, this period is a golden age. Rats, pigeons, and stray dogs multiply rapidly. Soon after, predators follow. Foxes, wolves, and large cats move from outskirts into city centers. Airports transform into vast grasslands. Deer roam freely where planes once landed. This is not chaos. It is ecological rebalancing. Humans compressed ecosystems for thousands of years. Now those ecosystems expand again. A key question emerges here. Can Earth survive without humans? The answer is not only yes. Earth recovers, but this recovery is not gentle. Floods rage without dams. Fires burn unchecked. Storms feel more intense because there is no one to manage the damage. Nature does not aim for comfort. It follows its own rules. 1 year later, standing in an abandoned city feels like stepping into the future. Glass windows shatter. Steel weakens as heat and cold cycles stretch and shrink it repeatedly. In cities like New York, water becomes the main enemy. With pumping systems, dead subway networks turn into permanent underground lakes. Foundations weaken. Over decades, even skyscrapers begin to collapse. Nature's return is no longer symbolic. It is physical. Trees split sidewalks apart. Vines climb multiple floors of buildings. Within a few decades, entire cities resemble dense forests. Scientists call this process ecological succession. First grass, then shrubs, then trees. This is not theory. It has already happened in places abandoned by humans, such as the Chernobyl exclusion zone, where wildlife thrives despite radiation. The oceans undergo dramatic changes. Commercial fishing disappears overnight. Fish populations explode. Coral reefs, stressed by pollution and warming, slowly recover. Plastic waste remains because it does not biodegrade, but its impact stabilizes because no new plastic enters the system. Shipping noise vanishes. Whales and dolphins communicate freely again across vast distances. The atmosphere responds more slowly. Carbon dioxide emissions drop to nearly zero within a year. However, climate change does not reverse instantly. Heat stored in oceans keeps temperatures high for decades. Over longer periods, glaciers stabilize and sea levels slow their rise. Earth does not reset with a switch. It begins a slow correction. At this stage, Earth feels alive again, but human stories vanish. Museums stand empty. Libraries decay. Monuments remain silent and meaningless without observers. Civilization was never just buildings. It was people. After 100 years, Earth looks fundamentally different. From above, green replaces gray. Most skyscrapers have collapsed. Only a few stone structures survive. Pyramid sections of the Great Wall and massive granite monuments endure. Modern materials decay faster than ancient ones. Much of contemporary civilization fades into history. Rivers reclaim their original paths. With dams gone, floodplains reactivate. These floods are not disasters. They restore fertile soil. Forests spread, rapidly absorbing carbon from the atmosphere. Climate slowly shifts toward pre-industrial conditions, though full recovery takes centuries. Wildlife patterns completely transform. Some species that relied on humans disappear, including many domesticated breeds. Yet overall biodiversity increases. Large predators reclaim the top of the food chain. Ecosystems stabilize without human interference. What remains of humanity? Radio signals fade. Internet servers shut down. Digital data, once considered permanent, disappears. Only durable physical objects hint that an intelligent species once existed. If an alien civilization arrived, they would need archaeology to understand humanity. This reveals a hard truth. Earth does not need humans. Humans need Earth. The planet continues indifferent to our absence. So what does this scenario really mean? What if humans disappeared is not about fantasy. It is a warning. It shows what vanishes when we leave and what returns in our absence. Earth's recovery is not magic. It is physics, biology, and ecology working as designed. The most important lesson is this: disappearance is not necessary. Responsibility is. Humans can exist without destroying balance. Renewable energy, sustainable cities, and conservation make coexistence possible. The problem is not humanity itself. It is scale and greed. Without humans, Earth becomes rich in life, but poor in meaning. Art, science, culture, and stories disappear. A thriving planet remains, but history ends. The goal should not be to imagine a world without humans, but to build a future where humans belong within nature, not above it. If we change how we live today, future documentaries will not ask, "What if humans disappeared?" They will ask, "How did humans learn to live with Earth?" That story is not imaginary. It is being written right now through everyday choices in every city by every person.